The past is after death, so never look back.
If you were President of the United States, would you need to go to Congress to get authorization to take military action against Iran's nuclear facilities?
You sit down with your attorneys and tell you what you have to do, but obviously the President of the United States has to do what's in the best interest of the United States to protect us against a potential threat. The President did that as he was planning on moving into Iraq and received the authorization of Congress.
Did he need it?
We're going to let the lawyers sort out what he needed to do and what he didn't need to do, but certainly what you want to do is to have the agreement of all the people in leadership of our government, as well as our friends around the world, where those circumstances are available.
And gentlemen, it's so important. Congressman Paul, do you believe the President needs authorization of Congress to attack strategic targets in Iran, nuclear facilities?
Absolutely. This idea of going and talking to attorneys totally baffles me. Why don't we just open up the Constitution and read it? You're not allowed to go to war without a declaration of war.
Congressman Paul, I've heard him now in many debates talking about bringing our troops home and about the war in Iraq and how it's failed. And I want to tell you that kind of isolationism, sir, is what caused World War II. We allowed Hitler to come to power with that kind of attitude of isolationism and appeasement.
You were shaking your head as you heard the final words, but the comparison to Hitler and appeasement and isolationism, you had a chance to respond, but I want you to elaborate this morning.
Well, first off, Iraq is not Nazi Germany, and besides, I thought it was Hitler that caused World War II, not the American people who opposed going in. So it didn't make any sense, and then he was awfully confused about isolationism versus non-intervention. There's a big difference. Isolationism isn't what I advocate. I advocate non-intervention, not getting involved in the internal affairs of other nations, and not pretending a country like Iraq is equivalent to Nazi Germany. Iraq had no army, no navy, and no weapons of mass destruction, had nothing to do with 9/11, so the comparison makes no sense.
Even though America's military budget is bigger than the next 10 countries combined, it's apparently not enough for presidential hopeful Mitt Romney.
You're not allowed to go to war without a declaration of war. Now, as far as fleeting enemies go, yes, if there's an imminent attack on us, we've never had that happen in 220 years. The thought that the Iranians could pose an imminent attack on the United States is preposterous. There's no way. This is just this is just war propaganda. Continued war propaganda, preparing this nation to go to war and spread this war not only in Iraq but into Iran unconstitutionally. It is a road to disaster for us as a nation. It's a road to our financial disaster if we don't read the Constitution once in a while.
Around the horn, Congressman.
You felt it your entire life. That there's something wrong with it. You don't know what it is, but it's there. Like a splinter in your mind, driving you mad. Do you know what I'm talking about? The Matrix. The Matrix is everywhere. It is all around us. Even now, in this very room. You can see it when you look out your window, or when you turn on your television. You can feel it when you go to work, when you go to church, when you pay your taxes. It is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth. What truth? That you are a slave, Neil.
This is wild, getting really off a bag of illy. Iced out on the sand like a chili willy. You ain't never seen a bigger threat. This is wild, it's a triple threat. In this world that's been frozen, they come being chosen. Rising from the dead, overthrow the opposing. Forces of evil controlling our people. Deuces is wild and their wisdom is lethal.
422 stomping through, I can see you. Strike a match like the sun, watch the preview. Life is a game played once, don't refuse you. 3 is the few and light, we are true too.
Deuces is wild, it's a triple threat. 2-2 with the triple fat goose. You ain't never seen a bigger threat. You ain't bigger threat.
I don't believe in a no-win scenario.
Imagine a race of beings possessed of one mind, driven by one will, intent on one purpose: to seize our past and control our future.
It's a subspace message to Admiral Hansen. We have engaged the Borg.
Captain James C. Kirk.
Captain of the Starship Enterprise, registry NCC-1701. You will lower your shields and prepare to transport yourself aboard our vessel. If you do not cooperate, we will destroy your ship.
I am Locutus of Borg. Resistance is...
We're living in the Matrix.
DJB, the revolution of love exists. Break free from the MAsonTRIX. The revolution of love's time has come. We are now through the looking glass, beyond the endless frontier known as imagination, where you don't need any cash as this new peaceful revolution awakens. It's not bound and tied as the ones of days past, held together with war and the king's never-ending lie. We whom exist outside the oppression and slavery of the MAsonTRIX, now free to expound on the real purpose of humanity, which is to give back that which has been stolen. Modern-day Robin Hoods, free of the king's nightmares and out in the open. Do not let Hollywood keep you twisted. Everyone is Neo. Everyone is gifted. You must break free of the MAsonTRIX in order to be uplifted. Break free from the MAsonTRIX. The revolution of love's time has come. Everyone is Neo, although many of you want to cling to the belief in the one. However, the real truth Morpheus has denied to enlighten you with is this fact, that the belief in the one is indeed yet another construct of the kings, as they intend to cling, and unchecked they will attempt to possess everything. So there it was, played out in the film in those final scenes. Smith run wild upon the land until everything had turned black, everything in his hands. Now that you know this and have proof positive of a regressive force that exists, you must do as you wish, but heed my words, there's no third-party rescue on the way, and you are not on the king's list. Break free from the MAsonTRIX. of love's time has come. Break free from the MAsonTRIX. Get up, Trinity. Get up.
Risk is part of the game. You need to sit in that chair.
Resistance is behind. We wish to improve ourselves. We will add a biological and technological distinctiveness to our own. Our culture will adapt to service ours.
Break free from the MAsonTRIX. Get up, Trinity. Get up.
We're living in the Matrix.